What was that, by the way? Just want to know. The ruined temple, the dragon's lair. Okay. We got there from the village of Haven. Got it. Presume this is where I want to be.
Now's better than later.
You know what I should do before we leave? I should go to the town, the village, and see if they have any healing or injury kits or anything that I can buy. Hello everyone, Sir Perth. Hello.
It is good you resolved this demon business. Now we must either revive the Arl or allow Bantegan to take his place.
We're on it, sir. I think we're going to take care of it right now.
You return. Might you have news?
The best news. I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Indeed. Yeah, he looks like he's 65, almost 70. She looks like she's 28. Ooh, that's good stuff.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
Dead, if you listen to the codex.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives. Though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Easily. Doesn't make any sense, but it's kind of funny. Well, that was some heavy shit. You were right.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much.
Woo!
Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well.
Yes.
I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Oh, offer away, sir. I won't object. I mean, we need help against the Blight, but I think that's a given. I feel like that's a given. I feel like he's like, yeah, dude. He seems like his head's in the right space. If he gives me something on top of that, though, I mean, again, the Grey Wardens need all they can get, right? Yes, I won't object.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls.
That's
and for you,
nice.
Warden, a shield of the same
Not
make
thrilling.
as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Ah, okay, that's somewhat better. Yes, I can put that to use. Thank you.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
Okay, a few things. Maybe we have demons on the brain on account of having recently completed the Circle Tower portion of the quest. But the way that they're describing Loghain historically as a man who never desired anything, right? That's what Arleman said. And yet now he has ambition, he has desire, he wants power, it seems. It just occurred to Georgianne that maybe Loghain is under the influence of a desire demon? Is that possible? I mean, we've seen demons completely alter a person's behavior, right? Or exploit latent tendencies in their behavior that maybe they didn't even know were there. It seemed like a pretty significant personality change that Arl Eamon's noticing in the way that Loghain's behaving. It's a possibility, I suppose. Scarce afford to fight this war to the bitter end. It sounds like you're trying to just think about a compromise? What are you proposing then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
Okay, I very much don't think we're going to convince Loghain to surrender, so it sounds like you're saying we're surrendering. Is that correct?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Loghain is responsible for heinous crimes, and I intend to see him pay. But our armies must be reserved for the Darkspawn, not for each other. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter.
No, I didn't bring him with me.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother?
I got a guy and I didn't even bring him with me.
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
Alistair... I think it's a great idea. Jesus, we don't have other options. I'm not sure that Alistair will be pleased with it, but fuck it. Duty calls, right? Duty calls.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me?
Whoa!
Does anyone care what
Where
I
did
want?
he... Where
You
did
have
he
a
come from?
responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Okay. What's stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe? I mean, apart from the fact that he doesn't need to, like, why does he need to attack Redcliffe? He has Denerim. He has the support of everybody that's not named Eamon. He's asking for my blessing as if there are options. What are the options?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
Do we even have time for that?
But neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde.
Yeah, it's kind of a silly gamble. It's assuming rationality on all sides, right? Which isn't necessarily the case. What would happen if we assassinated Loghain? Is this even a question that makes sense? I'm just thinking, if we killed him, like, I'm presuming I mean kill him without waging a campaign, which means we're assassinating him. What does that do? You still have Arl Howe. I don't know what Queen Enora would do. Which she'd be upset that her father was killed, right? She seems kind of pissed at her dad right now, but I don't know that if you assassinated her dad, she'd be like, okay, cool. Good work, everybody. I still think she'd be like, what the fuck? You just killed my dad. Who was trying to keep the kingdom together. I don't think she would join our side. And if the queen didn't join our side, then we'd be in the same boat we're in right now, which is to say there would be political opposition and potential civil war that would get in the way of defeating the Darkspawn. So I don't know that assassinating Loghain makes a lot of sense. I feel like the void that he would leave behind would be filled by either a pissed off Queen Enora or Arl Howe and whoever he can convince to join him with the unjust slaying of Terran Loghain, who was only trying to do the right thing after all, blah, 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 blah. You know, you can easily make the case. Right. Seems we have little choice, I think. He obviously, I mean, whether he thinks it'll work or not, he thinks it's our best choice. Seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word.
Good.
But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor.
Oh.
He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
We will feed him to the clam.
Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see.
Okay.
Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Well, I mean, he cooperated. He didn't really do very much. We had to go to the Circle Tower to get a mage to help us into the Fade to save Connor. He was like, oh, you know, when we found him in the dungeon cell, he was like, I will help put this to right, but he ended up really not doing jack shit. I think his expectation of zero mercy is admirable, maybe noble, but I don't know. It does, yes, to that end, it seems like since he doesn't expect any mercy, it does seem like his desire to repent is genuine. I can't really say that he cooperated willingly. He didn't really do much. So this is the best I can say for him.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
I mean, I do want to say do whatever you wish. He just mentioned he is the injured party. I don't want to tell him what to do. Let him, I mean, he should be able to make this decision, and I have my feelings on it, but I don't want to get in the way of whatever he thinks is just. I wish that this didn't say I don't really care, because I do care. I just don't want to try to bend him into my way of thinking. He's the aggrieved party, and he can decide what he thinks is right. Just a quick note, it's interesting that the game kind of put in a failsafe, like if you're too dumb to bring Alistair with you, which I am, he'll just magically appear when the conversation turns to him. That's kind of funny. Okay, so what I'm saying is do whatever you wish. I'm not saying I don't really care, but that's built in. We'll see what the response is here.
Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Yeah.
Thank you, my lord.
Damn. Okay.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet.
Makes sense.
In the meantime,
wait till our hand is strong.
I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties.
Yes.
We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
Makes sense, sir. That's eminently reasonable. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Do you see anything interesting? Why is this an option? Excited, but oh shit. What? Slightly damaged cake into your waiting hands. What? Cake! Excellent, good boy. He bounces around barking happily. That was an accidental click. I did not mean to do that. I'm just trying to... There we go. What the hell? I forgot the camera controls there for a second. So Alistair's gone. Nope, Alistair's here. We'll ask him about what he thinks about this whole affair in just a second. I didn't realize I could interact with Duke like that. I mean, I realized I can interact with my followers at any time. I just didn't realize that something scripted like that was going to happen. Did I have a thought about what Arl Eamon said? Oh, yes, continuing to gather allies, the treaties, that all seems like the right path, and we'll wait until our poker hand is... The cards are strong before we play them. At the Landsmeet. I do want to get back to Denerim, because there's actually, I think there's some quests we have to do that involve Denerim. Yeah, we took a bunch of them from the various people who were giving them out. I don't know that any of them are critical. But then again, I'm not sure that any of these other ones are critical. Get a chantry board. Gather the army, Arl of Redcliffe. Golden Honleaf. King's Confidant. Van Loren's lands. Soldier's Peak. I think Soldier's Peak might actually be the top priority at the moment. We'll see. I'll probably save that decision for the next play session. I'm going to wrap it up here in just a second once we level up, but I want to talk to Alistair first of all and see if anybody else in the party has anything to say about what we've just witnessed.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Okay, none of these are pertinent. These were all here before we had this conversation with Arl Eamon. I guess this is the one most closely related to what we just talked about him making a claim. Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Oh, a secret from me. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought we were friends. You didn't trust me?
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain.
I think I might have asked him this
Thing
before,
is,
actually.
I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
Yeah, you could just be like, hey, full disclosure. This doesn't mean anything to me, but... Like, I think that'd be a reasonable way to bring it up.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
That makes sense, yeah. I don't think it was dangerous not to. No, I think if I was Alistair, I'd probably think it was dangerous to mention it, given the circumstances. What happens when people find out? I think that seems obvious, but we don't have a choice. We have to ask something here, and this one's the least stupid.
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Get used to it, buddy. I don't think you have much of a choice in the matter.
You can say that again. I don't think I've ever had a choice in the matter. Right from when I was born, all my choices have been made for me. And now Arl Eamon plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
That's okay, dude. I do like you, Alistair, not because of your blood.
Oh. You see, I didn't know that. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
I didn't mean like as in like want a bone. I meant like as in like, yeah, you're a good dude. But I'm not sure how that came across just now. Sten?
Yes.
Got anything stupid to say? No, there's
As you
nothing,
wish.
nothing pertinent to what we've just talked about.
What do you wish of me?
Nothing there. Okay, let's level up. We'll go reverse order here. And then I'll call it quits for this play session. I want to see... Whoops! Okay, I wanted to see if... I guess he doesn't have any. I wanted to see if he's got anything that, like, I need to get his strength or constitution or something up to for him to be able to do another thing. But just keep doing that, I guess? Keep doing what you're doing. Dog? Duke? Okay, his strength needs to be 34. Was it Alistair's? It needs to be 34. Hang on a second. What do we got in the old inventory here? Is it a weapon? Ooh. Might actually be better than Alistair's shield. Hang on a second. Alistair's not in the party. Right, I forgot about that. Okay. Just going to give him this, I think. Requires 34 strength. Yes, okay. That's what I was going to do. So we want him to have 34 strength. 1, 2. Dexterity, I guess. He needs a specialization. I need to figure out where we get specializations for everybody. I know for Georgianne. I don't know for anybody else. Bravery. Passive. I like that. Warrior's Unwavering Courage grants bonus to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance, as well as a bonus to critical chance that increases proportionally to the number of enemies above 2 that the warriors get. Okay. That's a lot of stuff to remember. Shattering Blows, also passive. Against golems and other constructs. Stuff that's specific to certain enemy types I'm always loath to take if there are other options because it feels like, it's not gonna be handy in every situation, you know? Critical Strike. Activated. The character makes a single massive swing at the target, gaining a bonus to attack. If the strike connects, it is an automatic critical hit, possibly killing the opponent outright if its health is low enough. That's tempting, but I think I like passive so much, passive traits, talents so much, that I will take this first. And finally, Georgianne, my favorite to level up. Right. So she's no longer, I can't remember, she's no longer using her strength for damage. She's using her dexterity, is that right? I forget where that is. Maybe this previous, maybe a skill. No, that's not any of those. Rats. Where did I see it? I'm pretty sure it's dexterity. That's the reason the dexterity is so high. Oh, the rogue's cunning score is greater than strength. Sharpness of mind lets the character use cunning modifier. Yeah, okay, it's cunning, not dexterity. We have our dexterity high for some other reason. Anyway, higher cunning means more damage. Let's just go with this, I guess. Spread it out. Okay, I'm tempted to take improved herbalism just so we have more options for crafting things, but then again, we have other people in the party that already have herbalism. Or improved poison making. Ooh, hang on. All bonuses to armor and attack. Warriors and rogues gain access to top tier weapon talents. Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell. Yeah. Ooh, wait, hang on. We've got 2 skill points. I don't think I've tried to pickpocket a single person. Yeah, what the hell? Let's take the poison one. And 1 talent. Feign death, which is sustained. The rogue collapses at enemies' feet, making them lose interest in seeking other targets until the rogue gives up the ruse. That's tempting. Mechanical expertise. 36 dexterity. And I would not be able to get to that in this level up. I could go back and rebuild it so it all goes to dexterity. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to go back and... We could get it the next time that we level up. If we go back and put all 3 points into dexterity this time and next time. Whirlwind. That's pretty cool. Did I not take Master? Oh, I guess going back undid it? That seems weird. Alright. Poison making, right? This one is pretty cool. Whirling Dance of Death, striking out at surrounding enemies with both weapons. Each hit deals normal combat damage. Yeah, let's try it. It's another activated skill, so I'll have to remember to use it, but it could be very cool. Alright. So let's take a look then. That's going to be right here. I wonder how much does that take? Fatigue. Stamina. Activation 43. I have 114. 60 reserved. If I turn this off, I have 174. Yep, that's simple math there. I'll turn that back on when it's cooldown. Basically, I could do that twice. Cooldown is... Oh, 40 seconds. Okay, so that's not even really an issue. It would be so long to redo it that my stamina would have replenished. Just taking a look here. Okay, that's the stream, everybody. Sorry, that's the episode. That's the play session. I appreciate you guys sticking through the codex, if indeed you did so, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode where we're kind of catching up on things. We will make a decision at the start of the next episode on what we do next. Either going back to Denerim, chasing one of the treaties, or doing Soldier's Pass. Until then, thanks very much for watching, take care, and I will see you around.